Golden Rules of Money Management. Hi there, it's Luigi and welcome to Catapult Capitalism, your guide in making smart financial moves for your future. If you enjoy watching our videos, feel free to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get updated whenever we upload a new video. In today's video, we are going to discover the golden rules in managing your money effectively and efficiently. So if you're interested in these kinds of videos, then keep watching. Advice on how to handle your money is easy to find these days. News shows, business cable channels, online financial sites, and even your friends and family are all eager to tell you how you should handle your money. But these golden rules in money management will definitely change your financial game. Golden rule number 1. Don't spend more than you make. This is the first rule of money management. Your money will always be in good shape if you always spend less than you earn. Learn the difference between what you need and what you want. Live within your means, and don't take on any debt you don't have to. We all know that this is the most basic way to handle money. If what you spend is less than what you earn, you're in the safe zone. If you try spending more than you make for 1 or 2 months, you might just see how hard it is to get back to being in the black. It can be very hard to come up with the extra money to pay for what you spent too much on, so make sure you never spend more than you can afford. Golden rule number 2. Always plan for the future. Save money by making it a habit to pay yourself first. Before you pay your bills when you get paid, move money to your savings account. Through online banking, many banks let you set up a regular transfer from your checking account to your savings account. This helps you save money without having to remember to do it. Planning for the future means being ready for the unexpected, and the best way to deal with life's unexpected costs is to build up an emergency fund. This will force you to adjust your budget. About 10% of what you make each month should go into a separate bank account for savings. Don't touch this money unless you really need to. Make a short-term or long-term plan for this money, like putting it toward a car down payment, a house down payment, a wedding, or your retirement. Golden rule number 3. Help your money grow. Once you have some money saved up, you should find ways to grow it by investing. This is very important for long-term savings plans like planning for retirement. There are many ways to invest with different levels of risk, but you should always make sure you fully understand the product you're putting your money into. Remember that time is on your side when you start saving and investing as much as you can as soon as you can for retirement and other long-term goals. Don't invest everything at once, and don't put it all in one fund. As the saying goes, you should test the water. When you feel surer and more comfortable with your investment plan, you can add to it or spread it out. Don't expect your money to grow overnight though. Give it a few years to show results. Before you put your money into an investment, you should always make sure you know what it is. Golden rule number 4. Avoid bad debts. Bad debts are debts you don't need, like credit card debts that have high interest rates and don't give you anything in return. I know it's hard to resist the urge to use your credit card to buy things, but if you do, it might take you at least twice as much work to pay it back, and it might cost you even more to pay off your balance. Always be smart about how you use your credit card. If you borrow money to buy an asset that is losing value, this is usually considered bad debt. In other words, you shouldn't go into debt to buy something that won't increase in value or bring in money. Having a car can make it easier to get around, but it's still not a good financial idea to borrow money to buy one. When you drive away from the car lot, the car is already worth less than when you bought it. In the case that you truly must or want to, look for a loan with low or no interest if you need to borrow money to buy a car. You'll still be putting a lot of money into something that loses value over time, but at least you won't have to pay interest on it. Golden rule number 5. Protect yourself and your wealth. Having a life insurance is definitely a lifesaver. The key word here is adequate. This means that there is enough protection, but not too much. This is even more important if you have a spouse, kids, or other people who depend on you. With the way the economy and our own finances are right now, a single accident or serious illness could probably put us out of business. With a good, appropriate insurance coverage, the family can at least have less to worry about during hard times. Golden rule number 6. Create and follow a realistic budget. Setting up a budget and sticking to it is not easy, but it's the best way to be in charge of your money and make sure your money goes to the things that matter most to you. People automatically think of being broke or spending less when they hear the word budget. Setting up a monthly budget doesn't mean you have to save all your money or drastically cut back on spending. A budget is just a tool that helps you reach your financial goals. Your budget doesn't have to be too strict for it to be useful. Putting together your own budget might sound like a pain, but it will help you keep your finances in good shape. With a budget, you can easily plan how much money you will spend and save each month and keep track of it. With this method, you can set up an emergency fund, start saving for a big purchase, or invest in your financial future without having to guess. Golden rule number 7. Distinguish the difference between wants and needs. At first glance, it's easy to tell the difference between budgeting for needs and budgeting for wants. Needs are things you must have in order to live a healthy life, while wants are things you'd like to have but don't really need. Things like basic living costs are examples of needs. But how come there are still many people who keep on making the wrong decisions in their financial lives? Most of us, at some point in our lives, have chosen pleasures over necessity. Have you skipped meals before so you could buy the latest iPhone? In your monthly budget, you should plan for both what you need and what you want. This way, you'll be able to pay for what you need and save some money for the things you want to do or buy. Golden rule number 8. Use credit wisely. Use credit when you want to feel safe, save time, or make planned purchases. Find out how much you can buy on credit without going into debt. Don't spend more than 20% of your net income on credit payments. Don't get a loan from one creditor to pay another. Every purchase you make with credit should be planned for and put in your budget, just like everything else you spend money on. Golden rule number 9. Pay your bills on time. You won't have to deal with late fees or worry about making payments on time if you pay early. You should also note that there are more reasons than just saving money to pay your bills on time. You won't get more credit points if you pay your credit card bill early, but paying your bills on time is the best way to build credit. Your credit score won't go down as long as you pay your bills on time every month. Another great reason to pay your bills early is knowing that they are all paid and you have nothing to worry about for the next month. You won't have to worry about coming up with money or paying fees for being late. It will also help you get into good money habits. After you've taken out the money you need to pay your bills for the month, you can plan how to spend the rest of your money by making a budget. Golden rule number 10. Know your financial situation. Find out what your monthly living costs, regular costs, and monthly debt payments are. Expenses and net income each month are compared. Know how much you owe in total. Tracking is another basic money management skill you need to know if you want to know about your finances. Keep track of what you earn, what you spend, and what you owe. Make this a habit, just like saving. Money management can be quite challenging, but it's worth it to learn about money and take care of your finances one step at a time. You'll be able to see the result in the long run. And that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification icon so you can be notified whenever we upload new videos. Thank you so much for tuning in to Catapult Capitalism, and we'll see you later.